Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.
Good evening, I'm Anna Savo and welcome again to Meraki TV, brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Tonight we visit Sydney University Greek Society's anniversary ball. We introduce you to our brand new kids reporter, Jamie. I guarantee you're going to fall in love. George makes a savoury cake that will have you all salivating. Noula talks about the very old Greek tradition of victimhood, and to kick it all off, Ble Kouzina goes to visit extraordinary new restaurant, Ble Greek Kouzina in Ramsgate, for some great food and even better paella in chef Natalia Gaspari.
Natalia, thanks for joining us on Meraki TV. We're sitting in a brand new place called Ble Kouzina Greek restaurant.
So it's a beautiful venue, modern Greek design. We need to provide the modern Greek food, the modern Greek tradition. Everything is fresh and comes from classic old recipes. And we're here to provide the Greek hospitality, warm service and beautiful taste of Greece.
Now you've got an amazing journey. You've come from Kefalonia. You arrived here about 6 years ago.
I arrived in 2011, actually September 2011. I came for a little bit of holiday and then I started working at the Hellenic Club straight.
So over the last few years you've worked in Sydney, you've worked at some of the biggest and best restaurants and eateries. You've adjusted to Sydney life. How does it compare to Kefalonia?
There's nothing to compare Kefalonia, to be honest, but...
Is that because there's a 5 million difference in population?
Yeah, it is. It is. The good thing is, like, I came on a very young age. I came in when I was 21, so you're open to learn, to see, to change, and that was the good thing about it. Like, I came from an island with 35,000 people. We don't have all these, luxuries, facilities. It's different. The lifestyle is completely different. But here you grow up as well. You see different things, different cultures, which is really important because you become open-minded after that.
What inspired you on an island like Kefalonia to become a chef?
I think to become a chef, it's given. To be a successful chef, you must have it. For a very young age, I used to love being in the kitchen, cooking, playing with the pots and pans. So I remember myself, I was 14 when I started, doing a little bit of kitchen stuff. Then on my 15, my family opened up a business. And from then, I never stopped cooking at all.
I recall, I think was it a couple of years ago, you were on Chef's Line on SBS. So I think it was a team competition, got a bit of publicity. You were demonstrating your skills. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
It was a very beautiful show. It was a show that was providing the cultures from different countries. We've been there, we were presenting our restaurant Alpha. But I put all my effort, I put all my passion, all my love to do my best. First of all, for my chef Peter Konistis, which it's my mentor, and I do thank him a lot for everything he gave me.
So tell me about this place. We're at Ramsgate Beach, so one of the most beautiful spots in Sydney. How did you end up here? Why Ramsgate?
This started like 2 years ago. I started living in the area, and I was realized that I'm 28. I'd like to go somewhere to, enjoy my food, my dinner, have a beautiful glass of wine. And I just started realizing that if I need to go out, I have to move in the city or Bondi or Coogee. It was too far away from me. So I started thinking about opening up a new place because, as you said, the area is beautiful. It's lovely. A big community here, Greek community. It was the best spot to, get something up.
So tomorrow night I'll be coming here with a group of friends, so we're looking forward to eating your food. And I've actually tasted some of your dishes before. But for my pareo, what are the signature dishes? What should we expect to eat?
Greek food is shared style of food. So as we all know, we came back for a background which is very, very important to have family dinners and all that stuff. My favorite dish is my octopus pie, which is a really, really traditional dish in Kefalonia. And it's handmade work as well, handmade filo. We do have like beautiful flatbreads and pita bread crisps. We do everything here. And also ice creams, desserts, they're lovely for people to try. They can like have a real taste of Greece.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to coming along to eating.
Thank you so much, Billy.
Welcome to Anaki's Kids Corner. I'm Jamie. I'm going to show you how to make bracelets. You need string, elastic and bead. I got my bead and I'm going to put it on my elastic. There. Get another color and it's purple. And then this happens. If it doesn't work, then you can try again, like that. So you can use whatever kind of color you want, like red, dark purple and bright purple. All the colors in here we got is to make a rainbow bracelet. If you want to make one or just the same colors, it's okay. I'm gonna get a big person to tie my knot. That's how you make a bracelet. My friend is gonna help me make my necklace. Hi John, thanks for helping me.
No worries. You're gonna need a bigger elastic for the necklace so that you can put beads on there.
Let's get started.
You can be as creative as you want. I'm gonna put some in the middle so then I can make a knot. So then there can be like beads like that are going in a circle and then in a knot purple.
I got purple and I got pink too.
I like purple better.
Purple's your only favorite color?
Purple's my only favorite.
Wait a second.
Try to guess what it is. If you guessed Greek flag, you're correct.
Green, pink. Green, pink.
Oh, that looks cool. Does this look cool?
Yeah. I'm finished and I'm gonna get an adult to help me. This is how you make a bracelet and a necklace.
Thank you for watching Meraki TV Kids Corner!
It's time for an income breakthrough. To free yourself from working for money, have your money work for you. George Focus of Focus Beyond will show you step by step how to generate income from the share market irrespective of if it goes up or down. Access resources that do the hard work for you and devote no more than 60 minutes a month so you can enjoy financial freedom and time with family. To change your life forever, go to focusbeyond.com now.
Γεια σας παιδιά, here I am, back in my cuisine. Welcome back. Mate, today you wait and see what we've got. Get yourselves a pen and paper so you can note a few things down. I promise you this is going to be an absolute ripper. Now, just in case you don't have the karti and the paper and pen, don't forget you can get every recipe we do on the Meraki TV website. Today, παιδιά, we're going to do a savory cake. We're going to do a feta and kalamata olive cake. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. We've got the alevri, the baking powder, the baking soda, the salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to put a fair bit of pepper in here. With salt, I'm not going to go so hard because we've got a fair bit of feta that's going to go in. We mix that together and that's your dry mix done. Now we're into the wet mix. We have your yaourti, so the yogurt, Greek style yogurt. We have the olive oil. We have your eggs. And we have our milk. Put these over to the sink. You know? That there is our wet mix. And then we've got to combine our wet mix. Now for the feta mix. We have the feta cheese. Everybody's got their favorite feta. Use whatever feta you enjoy. Whether you're using feta cheese or wine, whatever it is you're using. One thing I've got to say, don't use the cheap wine from the back. Don't use the feta that you don't want to use anymore. Use something that you absolutely love because it's only going to complement your dish. We've got the chopped parsley, spring onions. Put this chopped dill in here as well. And last but not least, those kalamata olives. Now we just combine this mixture, the feta mix. I tell you what, just the smell of these beautiful fresh ingredients, everything's coming together. And remember, I say this all the time, rustic cooking that our grandparents and the generations above us did is the best style of cooking. Now, this wet ingredient here that we've got here, I'm gonna add the dry ingredients to that. And now I'll combine that. It's almost like it's a beautiful batter now. Put the feta and olive mix into that there. Mix that together and just fold it through. I've got myself a rubber spatula here. Combine it nicely. Beautiful, that's ready. Now get yourself some oil. I've got a spray here. If you don't have spray, you can just use some olive oil or some vegetable oil and just line your dish, but I'm just gonna give it a quick spray. We evenly distribute. On the recipe that you're going to see on the Meraki TV website, I've got black and white sesame seed. What that's going to do is give it a beautiful contrast, but also give it a flavor because the black sesame seeds have got a different flavor once they're roasted. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. Just use the plain sesame seeds. If you don't have sesame seeds, don't worry about it. That's the beauty of these recipes. Now that's ready for the oven. We've got the oven preheated at 175 degrees centigrade. You put it in there for about 25 minutes. Then reduce the heat to 160 degrees. Κοίτα εδώ. It's a pity you can't smell from there now. Oh, I've got to wait to cut this. Something that goes really, really well. Some of you might scrunch up your face at this, but this is a little bit of honey. Every person of Greek heritage has a good honey in their household. Honey goes really well with the savory of the feta and the olives in this cake. Goes fantastically well with a little bit of honey over the top if you want that. If you don't want to go that way, which is very similar to, for example, the karpouzi, watermelon with feta cheese, or halloumi, sweet savory goes really, really well. If you don't want to go that way, then you can always go with the fresh produce. I've had enough of talking. I hope you guys tried this recipe at home. Remember, Meraki TV, go to their website, get the recipe. You got to do it. Thought I'd switch off the camera so I can actually try some of this thing. Fresca, mate, this is the best. Oh, a little bit of honey as well.
Hi everyone, Noula here at Noula Studio. Today I have a really cool little way of noticing how we may behave on this planet. This is called, the technical word is the drama triangle. It's been created by a guy called Cartman, and this is how it goes. This is when we have conflict with people. This is that time in our lives where we blame someone else for the way that we're feeling. Recognize those moments? Well, I'm here to tell you that every time you blame somebody else for the way that you're feeling, that you've just become a victim. That means it's no longer in your control how you're feeling. You're a hostage to somebody else who said something to you, did something to you. And why you are hostage is because you can't change that person. You can't tell them to take that back. And that puts you in what I call a victim consciousness. That means your level of awareness is about you being a victim. And look what happened to me. Whilst ever you're in that situation of victimhood, which is one that requires for you to blame someone or something about your current position, then what you're going to need to get out of it is someone who's going to rescue you, because you are disempowered. You can't find your own internal resources, your own ability to problem solve, your own ability to rise above this and move forward. You need somebody else to help you. That ain't a good place to be in. Who wants to be a victim? The victim is at the apex, right at the top here, supported by two things. Persecutor, that's anything that you're going to blame. Person, action, blame, 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 anything outside of you. It's not my fault. Right. And over here, what you need is a rescuer. And who's that person going to be? And if you don't get any help, that just supports your victimhood. Both support your victimhood. Both the fact that you've got somebody to blame and both the fact that you've got a rescuer, both support your position of staying in victimhood. But I don't think you want to stay there, right? So we've got a happy ending to this story. You're no longer the victim, you are the creator. And the creator mentality sees life and everything that life throws to them as challenges. And these challenges are resolved with the support of friends, coaches, anyone who can support you, not rescue you. And the creator then is empowered, knows that they've got internal resources to call on, to move forward and to navigate on this planet, not with a victim consciousness, not with a boohoo style of thinking. See you soon, guys.
At Eramia Multicultural Home Care Services, we speak your language. Our people communicate with you and your family in your own language, in your own home. Eramia is a government-approved aged care provider of home, personal, respite, nursing and palliative care, social support, domestic assistance, garden and home maintenance and pet care. You can also talk to us about accessing government-funded home care. Call 1300 118 880 or visit www.eramia.com.au.
AussieSkips.com.au. Fast, reliable, professional and friendly service. Bin sizes from 2 cubes to 12 delivered to your door the very next day, so you can get your jobs done when you want. And with our own waste transfer station in Sydney's metropolitan Strathfield, we'll find a boutique solution for your waste management needs, no matter how small or large. AussieSkips.com.au. Owned and loved by an Aussie family.
Πόσο σ' αγαπάω, δεν μπορώ να αντισταθώ. μένα δεν γλιτώνεις. Θα με πάντοτε μπροστά σου και τα βράδια θα γυρίζω σαν τρελός.
The Sydney University Greek Society is celebrating 60 years this year, an amazing accomplishment, especially when you see just how strong this society still is to this day. I went along to the event and chatted to young and old alike. It's a very big honour tonight, the 60th anniversary of SUGS, the Celebration Ball. Tell us a little bit about SUGS first.
So SUGS is the Sydney University Greek Society. We are a forum for Greek students to learn about their culture and practice their language, to share with others what it means to be Greek. We're very proud to be celebrating 60 years. We're the oldest Greek student society at a university in Australia. So it's a milestone event for us tonight and we're very excited that it's all coming together.
What does SUGS do in order to try and foster Hellenism?
So we hold events on campus every 3 weeks. We're most famous for our barbecues, but that's the most social event we sort of do. But in terms of fostering our language and fostering Hellenism, we have very close ties with the Greek department, and we aim to promote we promote studying Greek to students. Learning Greek at Sydney University with the professors here, it's a wonderful experience, and it's often said that you learn about life rather than actually learning the Greek itself.
You said SUGS do events every 3 weeks.
Yes.
So what kind of events would you have?
So every 3 weeks we have our barbecue, so we do souvlaki pites and we wrap them up.
It's got to involve food, doesn't it?
Everything has to involve food, and that draws a big crowd. We also do conversation groups, so we meet with the people from the society. We invite all those who are wanting to learn Greek or wanting to practice their Greek. We meet over a coffee, we play tavli, and awesome. We practice our Greek with each other. We have 2 main events throughout the year, one called Taste of Greece, which is it's an open courtyard setting with meze food, live music with the bouzoukia, and at the very end of the year we have a get together as well, which is more of a party type scenario where lots of the Greek students from the other universities also attend, and we play lots of Greek music. We do lots of galamatiano and the zebekiko. And
when you visit Greece, do you feel a connection, or is it just because it's a party island? Or
No, absolutely, definitely feel a connection. Mainly, I'm a big foodie, so through food I definitely feel that connection.
And do you think the young Hellenes of today will keep passing on our tradition, the Greek way of life, the gefi, the Meraki?
I think the baton's always going to be carried on for sure, without a doubt.
Kyriako and Eleni, what are you guys doing here tonight?
Well, we thought Christopher's Catcher was a massive supporter of anything Greek, really, and nothing better than supporting universities in educating and spreading the word about Hellenic in general.
Tom, past president of SUGS and main speaker here tonight. Tell us a little bit about SUGS in your time, back in the 80s.
Gee, look, when we came into SUGS with my friends, it was a little bit staid, it goes in cycles, and people didn't know what they wanted to do. There was a choice. Were we going to be a cultural maintenance, or were we going to organise parties? And we thought we can do both. And, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Balls like this, boîtes with Greek performers, a lot of politics, which was great, a lot of fun. And we became the largest society on Sydney University campus.
I understand that you've seen 30 years of these SUGS traditions. Can you tell us what kind of changes you've seen in the Greek students in the 30 years?
Μια μεγάλη αλλαγή είναι ότι πριν 25-30 χρόνια οι φοιτητές που ήταν σε αυτό το σύλλογο, οι γονείς τους ήταν μετανάστες στην Αυστραλία. Σήμερα τα παιδιά που είναι στο Συμβούλιο και οι περισσότεροι φοιτητές, παρότι έχουμε ένα νέο κύμα μετανάστευσης από την Ελλάδα, αλλά η πλειοψηφία των παιδιών είναι πια εγγόνια των μεταναστών. Επομένως αυτή η αλλαγή σημαίνει ότι τα παιδιά δεν χρησιμοποιούν τόσο πολύ την ελληνική γλώσσα. Όμως με πολύ χαρά βλέπω ότι διασκεδάζουν ελληνικά, τους αρέσει η ελληνική μουσική, ο ελληνικός χορός και πάνω απ' όλα, και αυτό νομίζω πρέπει να μας κάνει περήφανος, είναι ότι και αυτά τα παιδιά προσπαθούν με όλες τους τις δυνάμεις να βοηθήσουν το τμήμα ελληνικών σπουδών που υπάρχει εδώ και βυζαντινών σπουδών και αυτό μας χαροποιεί όλους και εμείς είμαστε στο πλευρό τους να βάζουμε και εμείς πλάτη που λέμε και ένα χεράκι.
Are we beginning to become scared for the Greek language at a university level, or do you think we're okay there?
No, we're not okay. We are not okay. Actually, we're not okay at the Australian level. Don't forget that Melbourne, probably the third or fourth largest Greek city, doesn't have a Greek department, which is really, as you understand, a bit of a problem. Yeah, but that's the important thing. We must cooperate and coordinate our efforts. We can do it. We know that we can do it. We have the ability to do it. We have the skills. We have the resources. We have the personnel, the people to do it. But we have to work together to do it.
And do you think we need to grab kids at a younger age in order for them to have a stronger language so that they want to study it at a university level? Or do you think it's simply just at the HSC level where we want to let them know that it's available at the university level?
The earlier, the better. The earlier we find the students to start learning Greek, the easier for them is to follow it up, throughout the secondary education, finally tertiary education. They're easier to communicate their thoughts, they're easier to communicate with the previous generations, and of course, because most of them go on holidays to Greece, to communicate with the people there. I think it is very important to convince the third generation, essentially, of Greek Australians, that this is part of their identity, it's part of themselves, this is who they are, and they have to recognize this part of themselves, take it on, just appropriate it, empower themselves with this identity, with their new identity, and carry it forward to the future.
Παιδιά, thank you once again for joining us here on Meraki TV. Kids, don't forget to get mum or dad or your Greek school teacher to log onto our website and download your sheet for the Kids Greek School competition. Our $50 Smiggle voucher and your own Greek book is waiting for the winner. We are honoured once again to be brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Keep up to date during the week by liking us on Facebook and following us on Instagram. Παιδιά, until next week, φιλάκια from me, Anna Savory.
Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.